Hey, Bataan family. Welcome back to Pass the Word podcast. I'm MC2 Gleason.
And I'm MC2 Jones.
And today we have a special guest.
LS2 Laurent.
So on our last episode on Pass the Word, we talked about New Year, New Me and resilience. So for this episode, we want to talk about physical fitness. And our special guest, LS2 here, is a ACFL, Assistant Command Fitness Leader, right? But he also creates content on social media just to promote his physical fitness journey and his progress that he's made, and we kind of want to get some insight on that. So do you mind telling us about your journey? When did you start? How is it going? And some things that you do to keep you motivated.
So I started working out like about 2 years ago. One thing that got me into like being consistent and what kept my motivation up was definitely seeing other people like videos, like definitely videos on social media. Quotes help me a lot. And I treat the gym like any other hobby. I feel like it's not for everybody, but those who want to do it, it's definitely a good hobby to have. It's like a community, especially when you have good people around you, working out with good people. It's very motivating. And yeah.
Okay. So as a content creator, I know you're just starting out, but like, what are some of the things that you're doing to like, keep engagement and like keep people interested in your fitness journey?
Well, right now I just record my workouts and put a song behind it. But I'm looking to do like my open mic sessions while I work out and like talk to the people and just give them that like in-person experience.
So I'm kind of new with like going into the gym and trying to get like my rhythm going. And I see like people having their tripods up and, recording themselves. How do you have like the confidence to do that, if that makes sense?
I guess when you start to think about it, like once you're into the gym like that, you learn that like everybody was there before. So like even the people that's there and can lift a lot, they were in your shoes before. So if you think about that, not everybody's going to start out great. Not everybody's going to start out lifting this and lifting that and knowing everything they're doing. So when you start working out, you got to always remember, like, everybody that's there was in your shoes before.
Yeah. So you're doing it like for the people kind of thing.
Takes the ease off.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone has to like kind of like start somewhere.
Yep.
Or whatever. Then eventually, the more you do it, the more comfortable it becomes.
For sure.
I hear you on that. So with your fitness journey, I think you kind of already made mention that like it's not for everybody necessarily, or even like different types of workouts, or people might have like different goals or different body types that they're trying to aspire or get to. For yourself personally, what's your routine? Like what type of workouts are you doing? And then can you kind of just like speak on, I guess, just in a more general aspect of like how someone can get to a better understanding of like what type of workout or fitness program they should start participating in?
Well, me personally, I'm trying to bulk up. So like if I'm trying to bulk up, I want to like lift more. So like you have some people that lift light, do more reps. Some people that lift more, do less reps. Depending on what type of body type you want or like your goal. Everybody has different goals. Mm-hmm. But if you're just trying to maintain, some people just go there and just grab what they know they can lift, just do a couple and leave. Mm-hmm. But I definitely think it's a personal thing. Just whatever you wanna achieve, or wherever you see yourself, basically. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. There's a lot of ways, and there's gonna be a lot. You're gonna see a lot of different like people that like critique your type of workout, like critique your form and all of that. But there's always gonna be a right way. There's always going to be a wrong way. Everybody just, as you go, you learn.
It's a learning experience.
Everybody does different. Everybody works out different. Everybody's going to have a different type of method. So you just find your groove. And once you find it, you just go with it.
What kind of like motivational words do you have to say to the people who are like new going to the gym? Because I'm sure you've seen like just brand new faces going to the gym, especially with like the new year. Mm-hmm. Do you have anything like motivational to say to them?
Well, like I said before, it's like just remember, don't ever get too wrapped in like everybody's looking at me or everybody's this, everybody's that. Because everybody was in your shoes before. It's like everybody has to start somewhere. So it's not really, nobody can let you down if you're trying. As long as you're trying, that's all that matters. As long as you started, that's more than what half people do. You're there as long as you show up. That's the first step.
No, I hear that. So I know, on board we have some dogs. Like we got some beasts on board. I think you were a part of the 1,000-pound challenge that MWR did during deployment and before deployment. And I know that's like a little bit more, heavy lifting, obviously, right? Like people for the most part are like maxing out and whatnot. But, challenges like that, right? Like, how did you get motivated to do things like that?
What motivated me to do that was really just seeing everybody in there, supporting each other. It's the community. That's what got me there for real. Seeing everybody that they didn't judge me because I wasn't to where they were. Like I wasn't at their level, but they didn't judge me. They lifted me up and they motivated me, and like seeing that they can do it motivated me. So I knew I could do it.
For
so
sure.
like all I do is put that work in.
Yeah, man.
Put that work in.
That was a fun experience.
Be consistent, and I got there. Slowly but surely, I definitely got there. So it was a good experience.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Do you think we could touch on like the PRT a little bit that's coming up? So you're ACFL, right? So that basically means that you're in charge of like scheduling for weigh-ins, right? And also helping out the command when we do our run, push-ups, and planks. So is there any kind of like tips you can give for people? Because I know it's coming up, right? So trying to give some tips on what we could do to be ready.
So with the PRT, I wouldn't really call it a hobby. It's kind of a mandatory. But
right.
So when you're dealing with that stuff, if I was to give anybody advice, I would just say don't wait till last minute. Because one thing I see a lot is a regret. People get to the point, they realize they didn't train for it, and then when they're in the moment and they're doing it, they regret it. So I would say start early. It doesn't, you can start, give yourself time to adjust to that type of fitness. Train a lot. Find a partner that motivates you, that's in the same shoes as you, and just go through it together. Because you definitely want to come to the PRT prepared and put on a show.
Yeah, I mean, I know like the culture around the PRT is kind of changing a little bit in regards to like, the scores and whatnot. But I do still think it's very important, right? Because like even as MCs, there's like special programs and stuff, right, as well that like we can apply for, and like our PRT scores are like taken into an account. So I do think, as you were stating, that like it is something that sailors should be mindful of and like prepare in advance, because you never know what you might want to do in your career, and your PRT scores can definitely affect that. So
For sure.
yeah.
You want to touch on like nutrition a little bit? So, because I know that's like a super big thing into wanting to get, to like your dream bod or whatever, like some like healthy fitness goal that you have in mind. So how do you picture like nutrition?
So me personally, I'm not the best at nutrition. I'm working on that part, but It's definitely not an easy thing to get into. Meal prepping and doing all of that stuff, that's definitely, you have to stay consistent. If you want to get to where you got to go, you got to do what you got to do. But when it comes to like I said, it's like depending on what type of body type you want, depends on your nutrition. So like, for instance, if you're trying to get lean and stay fit, protein always going to help you with muscle recovery and all of that stuff. If you're trying to lose weight, carbs is not the best for you. You should definitely want to watch your carbs.
I struggle with that for real.
Yeah, carbs is definitely.
Hey man,
I love my pasta.
I love my rice.
Love my pasta.
I love bread. So
yeah, that's definitely that has been my biggest struggle is nutrition. It takes a lot of work, like meal prepping. I hear people like on every Monday they'll cook for the whole week and put their meals in the fridge, and like they just have it all planned out for every day. I just go, I see whatever I want to eat.
Yeah.
But that's definitely a challenge. But it's different for everybody. Everybody's body's different. Some people have good genes. They can eat whatever they want, go to the gym, and they still best body.
Yeah. Metabolism,
Yeah,
all
metabolism,
that good stuff.
yeah, all that plays a part. But that's definitely the biggest part of how you're going to turn out is your nutrition. I would say that's more of a percentage than working out. Is watching what you eat will get you there faster than any other thing.
So nutrition's more important than working out?
Both come hand in hand, but
Yeah.
Nutrition is more of a percentage than working out. One quote I go by is, what you're not changing, you're choosing. So behind that is just basically like, if you look at yourself in the mirror every day and you are like, I want to be here, if you're not taking that step to better yourself, then you're letting it happen. You're choosing that life. So if I ever feel discouraged to go to the gym, or if I ever like am feeling lazy, I'll think about that quote and it'll motivate me.
Okay. Thank you for tuning in to Pass the Word. This is MC2 Gleason.
I'm MC2 Jones.
And I'm Ellis Laurent.
All right, we'll see you next time.